Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Today we're going to talk about aftermarket body kit add-on stuff. Hello my 71,000 plus YouTube viewers and the 37% of you who haven't subscribed yet. I just wanted to say thank you for all of your help with getting us more subscribers and actually clicking that button. As you know, our goal is to get to 100,000 by the end of the year, and you are the only one who can help me do that. So if you aren't subscribed, please do. And if you find value in what we do, please share our channel with other Corvette people you know. Thank you. So virtually everybody who owns a Corvette wants to make it very much their own. They want to customize it in a way that makes them even more excited to look at it when it's sitting in their driveway or the parking lot or wherever. And that's awesome. That's one of the best parts of the hobby. And there are a ton of aftermarket suppliers for front splitters, rocker panels, spoilers, rear valances, all kinds of carbon fiber or carbon flash or fiberglass trim. And it can be a very confusing market for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. Because there are certain options out there that are actually detrimental to your car. Specifically, the generic C5 Corvette front splitters that are solid across the front and have the two little vents on either side. That actually causes your C5 to overheat because that car is a bottom breather. It breathes from the center. And when you put that splitter on the car, it's effectively blocking off the airflow to your air dam. And your air dam is what forces the air up over your radiator and your AC condenser. Our own tech, Andy, here had that problem when he installed one that he bought on Amazon. And all of a sudden his car was running 20 degrees hotter. He's like, what happened? Well, that's what happened. It's little things like this that make the difference between having a really great experience and not. Now, some aftermarket AERO kits, especially the ones that are made overseas, have very poor fitment issues. You are going to be cutting them. You're going to have to drill special holes. You're going to be probably riveting them into place. All of this stuff may be required to make them fit as best as possible, which is probably going to require you, unless you are very comfortable drilling holes in your Corvette, to take it to somebody who knows what they're doing and pay them to do the job. Now, we here at C&S Corvettes, because we know there is such a wide breadth of this stuff available, we're more than happy to take on this work, and it's one of the few instances where we are happy to let the customers bring their own chosen product that they have purchased for us to install. But we always do it with the caveat of, okay, when you come in, we're going to test fit this. We're going to show you how it fits, and then we are going to make the determination whether we are going to install it or not, because if we can't install it to our standards, we're going to recommend that you send it back to the manufacturer and try something else. Very importantly, if you do get a part that you're unsatisfied with, you want to know up front before you even buy that part what the return policy is, because things like rockers and front splitters and spoilers, they all come in great big boxes, and great big boxes are very expensive to ship. So if you buy a $150 front lip spoiler and it doesn't fit your car at all, or it's such poor quality you don't want it on your car, and you get in contact with the company and say, hey, this isn't cool, I don't want this.
They're like, great, no problem, we'll refund your $150, but go ahead and ship it back to us.
And then you're going to go to UPS and figure out that it's $287 to ship it back to them to get your $150 back. Do not fall into that pit. Make sure you know what the return policy is, and make sure you know how much it's going to cost to ship it back if it doesn't work. Make sure to test fit everything before you even think about fastening it to the car. One of the most common problems we see is on the aftermarket ABS plastic black spoilers for the back of the C5 and the C6. I have seen them come in here that are literally 3/4 of an inch too narrow, or they aren't centered on the third brake light, and you just like, no, we're not doing that. And you show the customer, and the customer's like, yeah, I don't want that on my car, but they bought it because it was a good deal. But it's not a good deal if it doesn't fit. Many of these parts are applied with 3M tape, which sounds crazy, but remember, basically every Pontiac that GM made from like 1988 through 2002, all of that body cladding was held on with 3M tape. It is a legitimate way to install non-load bearing body panels. However, 3M tape does tend to fall apart with age and it begins to lose its stickiness. This can be exacerbated by high UV exposure. So you live in the South, you live in the desert, you live in Florida, you probably want to try to make sure that your car is covered or in an enclosed space when you are not driving it, just to prevent that stuff from degrading prematurely. If you're having a shop do this install for you, plan on paying good money for it, because if that shop is taking in parts you're providing, it may be a part they've never dealt with before. Now, they're going to make the call just like we would of, yes, this is acceptable, no, this is not. If it's acceptable, you're going to pay what we call in the business time and materials. I can't quote you to the minute how long it's going to take me to do because I've never installed this particular brand of this particular style of this particular part. So it's going to be, listen, I'm not going to charge you over what we do. I'm going to charge you exactly for the time we've got in it and for whatever materials we need to use. So if we need to use extra 3M tape or we got to provide our own rivets or whatever, fine, no problem. But that's the way most shops are going to tabulate that. So be aware of that going in. Also, this is extremely important. Listen closely. Your car body style matters, especially on the C6, kind of on the C7 as well. If your car is a base car, a Grand Sport, a Z06, a ZR1, all of those have slightly different fitments for lip spoilers, for the front, for spoilers for the back. All that stuff matters. So you need to, when you're shopping for these parts, make sure that you are clearly delineating what body style your Corvette is so that when you get your product, it is correct for your car. Do your homework before buying a cosmetic part to make sure you're going to like the way it looks on your car, and definitely read any reviews you can find online about that particular product so you know what you're going to be getting. There are a couple of places that I know of that make high quality stuff. And pretty much everything they make is at that level. There's ACS Composites, there's Atomic 6 Carbon, and there is C7 Carbon. Those three companies, their stuff is really, really tight. And that's because they have actual cars that they test fit everything on before they put it into production and offer it to you. There is one big online store that's pretty extreme. I'm not going to name that, but they offer just about every kind of any manufactured, any quality body panel you can find that's aftermarket to dress up your car. Some of their stuff is really, really good. Some of their stuff is absolutely horrific. So if you're going to be shopping at an extreme place, I would definitely do my research on the particular product you're looking at to make sure it is one of the good ones, not one of the bad ones. And I can promise you that usually price is commensurate with quality. If you're buying a lip spoiler for $98, odds are it's going to be junk and you're going to get what you pay for. So do your homework and make sure you're going to like the look of what you get. If you have questions about what manufacturers I trust, put them in the comments below. I've kind of covered that a little bit here, but I can more in depth if you have specific questions. And you know, making these cars our own thing is a huge part of the hobby. It's part of why we love these cars. And thankfully, there's so much good quality stuff out there. We just want to make sure that you find that good quality stuff that matches the look you're going for. Thank you for watching today. Look forward to seeing you again in the future. Take care.